Hey guys, good morning. It's my first day kind of settled in at my friend's house. I went for a walk and found a cute little cafe. So I'm gonna have some breakfast, some coffee. I'm gonna do some work on my laptop here, get some of the videos that I've made so far posted. And then later today, I wanna go and see some more things in central London. I'm gonna see if my friend wants to come with me, maybe do like the Tower of London or something like that. Or we'll just kind of see where the day takes us. So thanks you guys so much for watching all the videos. I'm really excited. I'm so thankful for all the new subscribers. I'm excited to have you guys here and sharing this journey with me. I'm also excited to be at my friend Brendee's house. She's been such a sweetheart taking me around yesterday. It was so much fun. We went to Carnaby Street, Piccadilly Circus, all over the place. You can check out that video in my page. And yeah, excited for my breakfast. I'm gonna have eggs Benedict, which is one of my classic favorites. I love hollandaise sauce. I just always have loved it so much. My mom used to make it like for Christmas Eve or Christmas brunch all the time, and we loved it so much. So, and it always also reminds me of my older sister. She passed away almost 2 years ago, 2 years ago this month, and she loved when my mom would make eggs Benedict for her. So every time I have it, I'm reminded of her. So excited to have a nice full breakfast. Oh, thank you. I had some confusion with ordering the coffee here because you order coffees a little bit differently. So I wanted an Americano with a little bit of milk. But here you say it's like a flat white for a latte and a white Americano. You don't want that much milk. A couple things to think about. Today I went to the dentist in London, and it's funny because before I left I got an implant put in the very back, like the final crown put on, and I've had a lot of dental surgery over the last 2 years, and like anyways, my dentist before I left, he had a look and he said, oh, there's one little tooth that has a cavity and we should get that done in the next 6 months. But I was leaving literally the next day to come to London. So the first thing I did when I got here, well, not the very first thing, but on like the third day, I guess I've been here for 3 or 4 days now, I started looking around for dentists, and I called like 6 places because I needed to get it done today because I'm leaving for Belgium tomorrow morning, and then I'm going to be traveling for the next few months, and I didn't want to have this on the back burner thinking about cavities, even though they can wait forever to get filled before they turn into anything worse. I've had like so much dental work done that I know my teeth, and I don't want to mess around with it and have that, like, you know, on my head thinking about it. The little worry wart I can be sometimes. But anyways, long story short, I found this dentist in Wimbledon, and he was really, really nice, and they were able to squeeze me in within like an hour of me calling. They had like fit me in between 2 patients. But when I sat down in the chair and I started talking to him, we started talking about what I do and where I'm from, and he's been to Vancouver before, and then he started telling me this story, and I had this surreal moment of like deja vu, but like an unsettling deja vu that was like, I had literally met this man before and I had heard this exact same story before, and he was telling me this story, and there's no way, like there's absolutely no way I've ever met this man before, and there's no way I've ever heard that story before. He was talking about how he went to visit his friend in Edmonton, and he's from Manchester, or he's from Wimbledon, and he's talking about how he went on a vacation just 2 years ago to visit his friend in Edmonton, and they have a farm, and they drove from Edmonton to the farm, and then while they were staying there, there was a bear that came on the property, and the guy who owned the house, his friend, had to fire warning shots into the air to scare the bear off, right? Because it was like being very aggressive or something. And I was listening to this story and I was like, it's not even like a story that you could have heard before. It was like the feeling, I can't even describe it. I wonder if you guys have ever had that feeling. Like, let me know in the comments below if you've ever had that feeling before, where you walked into a place or you were at a place and you just knew you had been there before. It was very supernatural. It was so strange, and I couldn't shake that feeling either, and it was really weird. And he also said something that made me very proud of myself too. He said, what are you doing here? And I said, oh, well, I'm an author. And he was like, oh, you're an author? He's like, you look so young. And I'm like, yeah. And he's like, do you have books published? And I was like, I have 2 books published. He was like, how old are you? And I was like, I'm 29. And he was like, that's a big accomplishment to have 2 books published before you're 30. And I was like, I guess it is. I never really thought about it. And then I was like very flattered. But he was a super nice guy, and so he ended up fixing the tiny little cavity that was on the inside of my front tooth. So now I don't have to worry about that. And the feeling, the point of the story is just like, I just know I'm supposed to be over here, if that makes sense. There's just something that's been like calling to me all of my life to come to like Europe and the UK and these areas over here. And I just feel like it's not only it is my, literally my heritage is over here, but it's more than that. It's like maybe at some point in like another life, maybe I was like here or something. I don't know. I'm just so drawn to history and like all of the history from like hundreds of years ago with British history and that stuff. I just I romanticize it so much. So I'm so excited to be here, and that feeling was so strange. I've had that feeling before too when we were in the Coliseum, and I had this strange feeling like home. And like, I don't know, like let me know if you guys have ever felt like that before, because it was really bizarre. It was crazy. And I wanted to share that with you. Tonight, me and my friend Brendee, we are going to go to a show, Oscar Wilde production, and I'm excited to see it. It's a comedy, so it's gonna be fun. We're going to see it at the, what is the name of the hall? I can't remember, but I'm going to film it, so I'll show you guys very shortly. I'm just going to meet her at the train station right now, but I had to stop and pull over and explain that to you because it was really supernatural, and I wanna know if you guys have that kinds of things ever happen to you too. Look at how cute this little street is. Little row of little houses, little flowers up there.
And little chimneys.
And little, oh, the chimneys, yes. Okay, so this is a suspension bridge that is no longer a suspension bridge. Is that correct?
Well, it's
tour guide.
When it's really windy, you can feel it. You can really feel it. but that's St. Paul's Cathedral. On the
that's St. Paul's Cathedral. What else we got around here? Anything else we recognize?
Well, we're on South Bank.
We're on South Bank.
We just exited the Tate Modern.
It's very exciting.
Behind this Picasso.
Darling. We literally just used it as a cross through. And that was called something? That building? No.
Oh, I can't remember. It does have a name. But
it is something. And this guy is on Tinder, so if you're interested, go ahead.
He's announced that. We're not making that up.
So this is Shakespeare's Globe, where we are not going to see a show because we couldn't get tickets, but
not
we're
for
going
sitting ones anyway.
Not for sitting ones. I didn't want to stand.
Neither do I, mate.
It's a long time to stand.
But you can get standing tickets for £5,
which is pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty cheap. Yeah. And onwards.
And onwards to beer.
Onwards to beer. Great job. There's even a violinist to welcome us. Look at how cute this pub is.
That's a fiddle.
Oh, thank you.
Is that a fiddle?
It's a fiddle. No, it's a violin. Isn't it? YouTubers, comment and tell me what that is. I'm pretty sure it's a violin.
Please.
But
it looks like a violin, but
maybe
I think
it's a fiddle.
Fiddle's the same idea.
Maybe it's a fiddle. Because is it smaller?
Kind of I don't know.
You're right, it's a fiddle. We're unsure. Tell us. We're unsure. Tell us. This is really cute though. Okay, so we're on South Bank now, and we're at this Anchor pub, and it's really, really cute here. And I'm trying a Pim's cup, and I just looked over here and I saw that it says Pim's on the row there, which is funny, kind of ironic. But yeah, we're right beside Riverbank. And we're going to be going and seeing An Ideal Husband, which is Oscar Wilde's play. So I'm excited to see that. It's going to be quite funny, I hope. Oracle box. Oh, he's doing the poetry. That's the poetry thing? One of them? Some of the poetry things?
the Clink Prison Museum that I was telling you about.
Oh, cool.
It's like £7 for entry. It's super tacky and easy, but really, really fun. And you can read about all of the different torture devices from the medieval era.
Is it an actual prison?
It was.
It was an actual prison? That's cool.
It was an actual prison.
See, that would be very, very cheesy, but I would do that.
It's very cheesy, but like super fun. And they have one in Amsterdam. Like there are a lot of different cities that have torture museums. They're really fun. But also don't stop because there's a really nice thing up here that I'm talking about.
There's flying ants everywhere. So, Brendee was telling me that there are flying ants everywhere because it's the day of the flying ants.
The day of the flying ants.
I don't know if this is an official thing, but it's happening today. It seems to be very true because there's flying ants everywhere.
Apparently
and
they're having a Queen Bee conference.
Queen Bee conference.
So this building, this is, okay, so there's this wall here. I mean, we can read the thing. But once we pass through, you'll see it's like the final wall remaining of this building here.
Oh,
Pigeon.
Pigeons attack.
Okay, so here it is.
Oh, cool.
The old stone. It's the final standing wall of Winchester Place.
Oh, palace.
Yes, palace. I can read.
We're tired.
We're tired. I just had a beer.
Winchester
These ruins
Palace.
are all that remain of the palace of the powerful bishops of Winchester, one of the largest and most important buildings in medieval London.
And look, a flying ant.
There it is. Is it visible?
Yeah, it's visible. Little buggers. They were in our hair. So, carry on.
12th century.
Oh,
So
12th
in
century.
The 12th century. The visible remains were part of the Great Hall, so this was part of the Great Hall.
Cool. It's like ruins.
Below the hall was a vaulted cellar where goods such as wine could be stored with a passage to the river Wharfe.
Very
It would have
cool.
been lavishly decorated and was often used to entertain royal guests.
Very cool. And this probably is part of it too, right?
Yeah.
So, is this an apartment building now? That would be so cool to be living in there.
I don't know. I think
It's probably an office.
building.
Very cool. All right, onwards.
Molto bene. Oh, this is the pirate ship.
Oh, there's a pirate ship. Okay.
Pirate ship. It's
Oh,
not
we're
like
carrying
a
on.
real pirate ship. It's kind of like
A pretend pirate ship?
pretend.
It doesn't
pirate
look
ship.
like a real one.
It's
It looks
for,
like
it's
a
for demonstration.
demonstrational pirate ship.
Demonstrative ship.
So thank you.
pirate.
Demonstrative. Well, there's pirates on it. Pirate
Yeah.
children.
It's a whole thing.
There you go. We can join that tour group. No, I'm just kidding.
£5 per person, 15 for family of 4. Do we count as a family of 4?
I think so, because there's 2 on the screen and 2 here.
Oh wait, £5 per person is cheaper. Never mind.
That's right.
Southwark Cathedral.
This one looks old too. Is it old? Does it say? For over 1,000 years.
1606.
For over 1,000 years? The oldest Gothic church building in London.
The Shark Factory is
Shakespeare worshipped here.
Did Shakespeare worship?
It says on there.
But did he really though?
Did he really?
Wait, there's the shard. You can see the shard for the church. So
Whoa, look at how old this stone is.
you get this 1,000 years ago to today.
And modern art. Architecture. Architecture.
And we're about to head into the Borough Market.
Exciting
which is
stuff.
my favorite place in London. It's actually like closing for the day.
Where we're gonna have some food.
So I don't
hopefully,
think we're
unless
gonna
it's
find some
closed.
food, but normally this would
Oh,
be
it's
covered in
closed.
stalls. Excuse me, pigeon. And this is so rare to see the Borough Market looking like this. Normally
It's empty.
packs of people covered in stalls.
And
You get all
sausage
kinds of
and all kinds of things
wine,
and
fish
wine.
chips, Italian cheeses.
Exciting.
And it goes on forever. There's a whiskey shop
But
back
not
there.
today, you
If we go
guys,
in
not
here,
today.
It's gonna keep going on and on. Because we took too long to get here.
See, look, they're literally bringing it away. Rude.
Buy ice cream. And you can see all the clothes there.
Oh, this is
Dream
cool.
about what it would look like if it were open.
So come on the day before this time that it is now, which is, I think, like
It's
6.
like, yeah, like 5,
So-
6 p.m. you're done.
In the afternoon, it's good.
It's beautiful.
All right.
Stunning.
Oh, you can barely see it, but we are queens right now. We've got our queen chairs. As Brendee will showcase for you. And we've got our dinner. Looks delicious and deadly.
Mine is
And that's
like
about
kinda
it.
healthy.
Hers is kind of healthy. Mine is like kind of super not healthy, but
No, you're in
Still-
Britain. You have to have fish and chips.
still
It's
super,
real.
you know. And the mushy peas. And we've got our little Queen tapestry. Tapestry. Okay, so I've never been so full in my life. We literally just ate the biggest, giantest fish and chips I've ever seen in history. And now, because Wimbledon is on right now, every single pub is just like brimming with people. And I'm gonna show you that right now too. So this is where we were, or are. And it's like absolutely ridiculous right now how many people are here. And now we're making our way down to the theater, and so while we're at the theater we're going to watch a wonderful play. I'm sure it's gonna be wonderful. It's called An Ideal Husband by Oscar Wilde. I think I mentioned that already before. And yeah, it's gonna be fun. My first time seeing the theater in London. Okay, so I wish I had that on tape, but we were just watching a pack of Americans, walking past a pack of Americans, and they're like, the kid says to his dad, "You're in Europe and you want American food?" I'm like, yes, exactly. Like, what are you doing? But no, seriously though, we're here now at the Vaudville. Is that where we're going? Yep. And we're on the Strand. The Strand. Look at that. And look, it looks like a cool street.
And we just passed the theater that's showing Kinky Boots currently. So there are a lot of big theaters on the street.
Whoop, it's okay. There's a human there.
There's a human behind you.
There's that. There's this. There's that over there.
And there's other things as well.
And it's very busy here.
Yeah, and lots
but we're going to see this show. And we're excited about it. Because my beautiful friend here had the hookup. She got our tickets for free.
In the UK, you'll find lots of cute little pubs down random alleyways, and that is one. That's one.
That actually looks cute.
Abound.
Here we go. I know. We can do it now. We made it. We're here. We're here. Isn't that exciting? Yay! Now we're gonna watch the show. You can't see everything from here, but shh, it's about to begin. Shh. Alright, so the show was wonderful. It was actually really witty and brilliant and so well cast and well written. It was awesome. And it was a wonderful night. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm exhausted and sweaty and it's super humid. For once in London, it's like 30 degrees for the few days that I was here. Tomorrow morning, I'm getting up early and I'm leaving for Belgium, which I'm super excited about. But I've got to go home and get some rest, get some sleep, and get refreshed, have a shower. But thank you for your subscriptions. Make sure you click the little bell notification button so you can actually be notified when I post new videos. And I will see you tomorrow in Belgium. Bye!